So in the early primary states, younger women supported a 74-year-old socialist man.
A man,
You've
as
addressed
Austin
this.
Powers would say. It's a man. I'd say, yeah,
And
exactly.
what do you make of, I mean, and there were obviously news stories along the way looking at how women connect with you. I think it comes down to trust issues again, possibly not. Maybe you tell me what's going on, especially with younger women.
Yeah, I think with younger women, look, I think they have every reason to feel like, you know, things are kind of messed up. A lot of them have got an education with a huge price tag attached to it with student debt. They're not getting the jobs that they thought they would get. I think there's a lot of real frustration. And I've talked to many, many young people, and even not just those who support me, those who support my opponent. And that's what comes through. It's like, hey, the economy's failed us, the government's failed us. And, you know, we're excited by somebody who says, we're going to change it all. We're going to just, you know, start all over again. I totally get that. I mean, I can vaguely remember being that age and feeling a little bit like that myself. And so I keep saying I want to meet people where they are, and particularly young people. That's why I've put forth all of these ideas about student debt and college affordability and more jobs, the things that they talk to me about, and also tackle a lot of the barriers, you know, whether it's racism or sexism or anything else that is worrying them.
Equal pay.
Equal pay, huge issue. And young women ask me about it all the time. So I've said many times, look, I know a lot of them are not for me right now, but I'm for them. And I feel very optimistic when we get into the general election against whoever the Republicans nominate. You know, there's going to be a clear distinction that I'll be able to really build on. And I'm going to take people where they are. And a lot of young people are, you know, very worried about their futures. At the same time, they're among the most generous and tolerant. Well, you have two at home.
I do.
They're generous, tolerant, they're open-minded. And
they're willful, they're materialistic, they can be very selfish, too.
Stop talking about your daughter.
Well, yeah. I think what we want to do, though, is love them as they are, and then try to figure out
we love them.
How do we create a better path for them, so that when I say these things, like, you know, I want you to have all the opportunities that you deserve in America. It's not hollow, because it's got, you know, it's got real meat to it, and they can believe it. And when I draw contrast with Senator Sanders, it's not because we, you know, disagree on goals. I want to get to universal health coverage, too. I just think I have a better way of getting there. So we begin to have a real dialogue. That's what I'm looking for.
Speaking of having a real dialogue.